Welcome on in, weebs and otakus, and as you saw in the title of this video, we're checking out a complete single volume manga today. And that single volume manga is Goodbye Eri, or Goodbye Eri. I'm not entirely sure on how to pronounce that, but whichever way works. Now, I had my eyes on this one shot for a while now, and recently it was given to me as a gift. So I'm very grateful for that, so that now I can finally review it and tell you guys my thoughts on it. So the presentation of this manga is pretty interesting and how it's presented throughout the manga, like the manga panels. The story centers around a male, we got our typical male protagonist, and he is into making movies pretty much. So the manga, it's pretty much him recording through his phone. So each manga panel is basically what you see through his phone camera. Now, this is pretty interesting little spin on manga. It reminds me of like found footage films. The story for this manga, I don't even know what to say. It's like a mix of, like, initially it was kind of morbid, but then it kind of turns into sci-fi. Like, I don't know. It's very interesting. Definitely reminds me of something the creator of Chainsaw Man would write. And yeah, I forgot to mention that this is done by the same guy who made Chainsaw Man. And this is not his earlier works. This was actually released in 2022, so it's pretty recent. It's actually more recent than Chainsaw Man. I think Chainsaw Man started in 2018. That being said, I do want to point out that it's not for the faint of heart. There's no gore or anything. It's just some of the ideas and concepts that are explored in this manga might be a little too much for some people. So it's not exactly a lighthearted read, so I do want to give that heads up. Talking about the publication and the quality of it, this is published by Viz Media, so that speaks for itself. I don't really have anything to say. It's good, it's just good. I do like that for the front cover for the manga, they made the phone screen on the front cover kind of shiny, so it kind of reflects light, which was pretty cool little, detail. Now, one thing I did want to point out in regards to the manga itself is that there are some panels that feel like they're kind of copy and pasted. I think this was done for effect, considering that the story centers around, the protagonist recording everything through his phone. So in a sense, it makes sense with some of the panels repeating over and over again. Overall, not a huge complaint. Something I wanted to point out nonetheless, because some people might not like this. And some people might even think that the author did this because he was being lazy or whatever. I personally don't think that. I think it was done for effect, which is cool. I like seeing unique ideas like this. But again, it just felt a little off-putting and I wanted to mention it. In terms of bonus material, this manga is severely lacking. There's no like interviews or anything like that. It's just, you just get the manga, the story. There's no colored pages. There's honestly nothing. It's just, you get the story and you get what you pay for. But I was really hoping there would be like some kind of interview with the Chainsaw Man author talking about this story and how he, thought of it. There's not even an afterword or anything, so that was a little disappointing, but I'm not going to make it a huge deal. This isn't like some kind of special edition or anything, but it would have been nice to see, but oh well, it is what it is, But as my thoughts as a whole, I think it's worth reading and checking this manga out. If you can get it for like a lower price or discount price, because I think right now it goes for about roughly $20. That's not too bad, but I don't know if that's worth it considering other things you can buy like around $20. But I have seen that in my comment section, a lot of people say that they prefer reading manga digitally. So if you guys want recommendations, this is definitely one manga that's worth checking out. But just be warned, it's not like a chill, laid back read, it's a little morbid, so don't be surprised. That kind of goes without saying since we're talking about the author of Chainsaw Man, like looking at his other stories such as Fire Punch and stuff like that, you kind of know where he's going to take this and where the story's going to go. But anyway, guys, that's all for me. Thanks again for tuning in for this video. I know this was a short little video, but I just wanted to cover this manga since I received it as a gift. And I did have my eyes on it for quite some time. But again, guys, this is your host, Rich Taku, and I'm signing off.